What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. Today we're flash tuning our transmissions with the Pro Tuning Freaks transmission flash by BOOTMOD. Alright, so this is a long time coming and I have been monitoring the forums, Pro Tuning Freaks website, and the BOOTMOD portal just to wait for this transmission flash to actually be available for us. For the longest time it was in beta mode and we couldn't actually use it, but it turns out Pro Tuning Freaks just released the transmission flash for my car. I believe it's for the N20 and N26 engines if you have the BOOTMOD bundle. You need to have the bundle maps in order to have access to the transmission flash. It does not cost extra if you have the bundle. If you do not have the bundle, then you need to go ahead and purchase BOOTMOD and then the transmission flash will be available to you. There's another company that has a transmission flash out there. It's called XHP and it seems like they've done a pretty good job with that transmission flash. However, it costs $300 and something for the whole kit. This for me was a better option because one, it's made by BOOTMOD, who actually has the tuning for my car, which my car is actually stage 1 93 octane tuned by BOOTMOD, and it's free. It's free if you already have BOOTMOD. So this was kind of a no-brainer. I've been anticipating this flash for quite a while now because I've honestly never been completely satisfied with the shifting in my car, whether it's comfort or sport mode, even with the paddles. There's always been quite a big delay when I'm upshifting or downshifting, and this is exactly what I'm looking for. BOOTMOD actually suggests that if your car is in fact tuned, that you go ahead and do the transmission flash. So at the moment, my transmission is not flashed. We are gonna head out to the garage, hook up everything. I'm gonna show you what you need in order to get this done, and then show you the process of it. So we're gonna take a ride in the car with the transmission stock and then the transmission flashed. And we'll see what the difference is in terms of shifting. I'm really excited though. I've been waiting for this for a long time. So without further ado, let's head out to the garage. There she is. Man, this new headlight tint is perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right. Let's get this thing started. So in comfort mode, obviously it's not like the biggest deal. We don't really want super fast shifting in comfort mode because we want it to actually be comfortable. We don't really care about it being super hard shifting or super fast. We just want it to be a comfortable ride. So in comfort mode, you can see it's pretty smooth with the shifting. And I've never had a problem with the way that this car drives in comfort mode. I think it's absolutely perfect. It does exactly what it needs to do. It drives comfortably. So if I'm shifting in comfort mode with the paddles, there is a good little bit of delay. It's like a second delay or so. So you can see that here when I'm downshifting. There's always been quite a bit of a delay, especially when I'm actually in sport mode. So now we switched over to sport transmission mode with sport mode activated. And it's not terrible. Like the lag isn't absolutely horrible between gears, but it could be faster. It could definitely be faster. See, there is a little bit of lag. There is a little bit of lag between gears. And that was the one thing that I just didn't love about the transmission. I wanted a really fast shift. I wanted a really aggressive and fast shift when I was in sport mode. So we're hoping that this BOOTMOD, or Pro Tuning Freaks rather, transmission flash kind of eliminates some of that drag between the shifts. So from what I understand, the shifts should be a little bit more violent, I guess you could say, a little bit harder and faster, which in my opinion, in a car that's tuned, that's what I want. I want it to shift hard and fast. So do you see how there's that little delay there? And you can even hear it in my exhaust, it kind of farts. Well, that's in between gears. That's in between gears. And the shifting has just never been that quick with sport mode and sport transmission activated. Could be faster, just could be faster. Let's give it a little downshift here. It's not terrible, right? It's not terrible, but it could be faster. I love all the noises this car makes. It's got so many noises going on. So it's not like the stock transmission is a bad transmission by any means. This transmission is really well known for being a fantastic transmission in these cars. And I agree, I think BMW did an awesome job with this. But if we're tuning cars and we want them to go faster, well, why not explore? Why not explore options, right? So it's just like a second delay. It's just a little bit of a delay between shifting. And that's kind of what we're hoping to eliminate. So the next question, am I going to do a comparison video of Eco Pro mode? Transmission flashing with Eco Pro mode? No, I'm not. And here's why. Honestly, I don't drive in Eco Pro mode, so there's really no reason for me to make a comparison video on Eco Pro mode and the shifting. And I really don't think that many of my subscribers are driving around in Eco Pro mode. So we're gonna pull back to the house now and we're gonna do the transmission flash. I'm gonna do a screen share as usual and give you guys all of the information that I know on this transmission flash and how I go about doing it. From what I understand, it only takes a few minutes to do. It's pretty straightforward. Things to remember, make sure that your seatbelt is fastened while you are doing the actual flash tuning. For whatever reason, that is something that you have to do when you are flash tuning your car. And also guys, if you are not confident with your battery and the life of your battery, it's probably a good idea to hook your car up to an actual battery charger while you're doing this to make sure that your car doesn't die on you while you're in the middle of a flash tune. I, however, will not be hooking my car up to a battery charger because I know that the battery in this car is absolutely fine. But it is a good idea to make sure that you are not running anything like your AC or lights or whatever. Just make sure that none of that stuff is on. We are going to be flash tuning the car in accessory mode. So that's the mode that you need to be in order to actually flash tune the car. In order to do that, just make sure that your foot is off the brake, hit the start stop button once, and it'll go into accessory mode. All right, you guys, so we are back in the car. Just put the car into accessory mode, just hit that start stop button one time without actually putting your foot on the brake. The air is on right now, but I'm gonna turn it off before we actually do the flash tuning. In order to connect my computer to Wi-Fi, I'm just gonna set up on my phone a personal hotspot, like so. Set that right there. In order to connect my computer to the car, I'm gonna use this Ethernet to OBD2 port cable. If you guys need this, I will link it down below. Go ahead and connect that to your OBD2 port. We're gonna kind of just jump into this. If you guys are unfamiliar with any of this stuff, this probably isn't the video for you. You should start at my boot mode video where I actually talk about the entire process and teach you how to do all of this. This is strictly for people who are just doing the transmission flash and already have most of this stuff figured out. All right, so there are a couple of things you're gonna see on my actual computer here. You're gonna see my boot mode OBD agent up and running. It says at the bottom, the agent OBD connection to the vehicle is up, which means we're good. It's connected, the computer reads it, everything is fine. Now, if I go to my boot mode portal here, if you guys are in the main page, you'll see a bunch of options on the left side. I got my maps here, stock tune, stage 1 is what I'm running. Soon, stage 2. And then obviously your OTS maps, these are all the options that I have with my bundle. And at the bottom here, transmission. This is where we want to be. So if you see beta, upgraded 8-speed automatic TCU flash, so it's still technically in beta. It's important that you guys are doing these updates anytime that Pro Tuning Freaks releases an update, so make sure you're staying up to date with that. We're gonna go ahead and select the upgraded 8-speed automatic TCU flash, beta testing raising torque limits for supported 8-speed automatic transmission vehicles. So if we look underneath the transmission flash, we see boot mode 8-speed automatic transmission flash provides for higher torque limits and more precise and faster shifts. Sounds like what I want. In addition, it maximizes clamping force applied by the clutches, which is highly recommended on tuned vehicles. So we can expect faster shifting and harder shifting, as well as higher torque limits, which sounds awesome. Next, we're gonna see flash TCU. That's exactly what we're doing. Warning, battery charger is highly recommended. Turn the headlights off and fan off. Plug in driver's side seatbelt. Do not open doors. Basically, don't touch anything while you're flashing. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my air off, and it's super hot in here, so I'm like gonna die. Go ahead and buckle my belt here. Cool, we are ready. Let's go ahead and flash. So you're gonna see a bunch of errors that pop up, transmission malfunction, all that stuff is normal. That's what happens when you are flashing your car. Just let it do its thing, don't touch anything. You don't wanna interrupt the flash, that would be bad. So it seems like this is a pretty quick process. We're already at 15%, which is just incredible with boot mode and Pro Tuning Freaks. Anytime you're flashing your car or tuning it, it's so quick. It's amazing that we can just make our cars that much faster and perform that much better that fast. All right, so transmission is flashed. It says to wait 5 seconds after the transmission flash does its thing, and then we can start the car. All right, so we're just cruising. It shifts fast. It shifts fast even in comfort. Even in comfort mode. You see how fast that needle drops. So comfort mode is exactly what I want it to be. It's shifting faster, but it's still comfortable. There's no change really in comfort. It doesn't feel jolty. It doesn't feel like it's annoying to drive at all. I have heard that with some transmission flashes, when you go too extreme on them, it's like a bucking bronco. Like it's just not enjoyable to drive, especially when the transmission is cold, because the car is just kind of bucking back and forth when it's trying to get into gear. It's just clamping way too hard. This does not seem to be doing any of that. So I'm not using the paddles or anything, no sport trans, comfort mode, just cruising, letting the car do its thing. And I just wanted to feel how comfort felt. Was it still comfortable? Is it the same feeling as before? And so far, yeah, it feels absolutely fine. I do notice that it is shifting faster, but it doesn't seem to be affecting the quality of the ride at all, which was the most important thing for me when actually using comfort mode with this transmission flash. Let's flip over, sport transmission, sport mode, get some paddle shifting going here. Well, the downshifts feel a lot better, I'll tell you that much. What? Wow, dude, it actually shifts super fast. Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice. So, here's a good little stretch of road for us. It's fast. It shifts really fast. It feels great. Man. It really does feel very nice. So you guys can kind of see the needle there. Pay attention to, it feels really good, even on downshifts. Pay attention to my finger on the paddle and the needle. See how fast that is? The stock transmission does not shift that fast. And it definitely grabs harder. I can feel that as well when I'm really on it. Downshifts feel nice. Here, we'll do some downshifting up here. Switch hands. See how immediate that is? It feels good. It feels really good. So far, I like it. Yeah, man, wow. So from what I understand, the more that you drive with this transmission flash, the transmission adapts to the flash, or the flash rather adapts to the transmission as it's on the car for longer. So your car kind of learns the flash, and over time it drives better and better and shifts smoother and smoother. Now that is what I am being told from people. I can't sit here and say that it's a fact. Obviously I just got this on my car. But like always guys, I'm gonna make some follow-up videos and tell you how I like living with it after a month or so, and just kind of give my thoughts on it. First impressions, it's great. I love it. I have absolutely no problem with it. It feels aggressive. It doesn't seem to be affecting my comfort at all. It's not over the top extreme. I don't feel like I'm in a Lamborghini or anything, which is honestly good because I wouldn't want this car to shift like something that is out of its potential. I don't want to overstress the transmission. I just want to make sure that we're not harming anything. And I think BOOTMOD has done a really good job of putting out a product that is quality but reliable. So we feel a difference, but it's still going to be reliable. And I think that that's why they took so long in beta, kind of building this transmission flash, because they wanted to make sure it didn't break anyone's cars and that it was good for everybody. It wasn't too over the top. It wasn't not enough, right? But it was just right. This car and its noises. This car loves to make a lot of noises. It's a lot of fun to drive. Lots of fun to drive this car. Man, the downshifts feel amazing. Very precise. Yeah, it feels really good. It feels great. Woo! Man, that feels good. Woo! Man, it feels so smooth. So smooth. I love it. I really do like it, you guys. If you guys have BOOTMOD already, it's a no-brainer. Flash your transmission. Brian did the XHP transmission flash tune, which is a great video. But I really wanted to hold out for the Protuning Freaks one, and I'm glad I did. It's really nice. This, however, doesn't have different stages. So the XHP flash tune had like multiple stages that you could do, like super aggressive, medium, and then like super mild. But this one with BOOTMOD is just one transmission flash for everyone. Who knows if they change that though down the line. That is something that they could possibly change. And like I said, they're gonna be putting out a bunch of updates for this, and it's really important that you guys do the updates when Protuning Freaks releases those, because they're important. They make those updates for a reason. All right, so there you guys go. That is the transmission flash by Protuning Freaks. It's the perfect mix between comfort and aggressive. I'm glad that they finally released it. I've been waiting a long time for this. As soon as I found out, I immediately jumped in my car, tuned it, made the video. I just wanted to do this right away. And in a few weeks or so, I'm gonna make a follow-up video and kind of tell you what I think about the tune as I've lived with it a little bit longer. I didn't really get to take it in yet. I'm driving and I'm filming it with you guys. It feels right off the bat, it feels great. Feels a lot faster, feels harder shifting, but I want to live with it for a little bit. See if it's something that becomes annoying with daily driving. Does it affect anything else? But so far, we're good. Also, I think it's important for you guys to know that I am not sponsored by Protuning Freaks or BOOTMOD or anything. This is purely my 100% non-biased thoughts on all of this. So I'm not over here feeding you guys any kind of lines. This is exactly how I feel about it so far, and I'm gonna make a video in the future being 100% transparent and tell you guys my feelings on it. Also, as you guys know in the video I talked about, if you don't have the bundle, you will not be able to do this transmission flash. That is the important part. I had a lot of people hitting me up on Instagram Instagram and YouTube saying, why can't I get different maps? Well, it's probably because you didn't buy the correct bundle. You need to buy the bundle in order to get all of the different maps. If you only bought one map, you're not gonna get all the other maps. So, in my opinion, if you're gonna go for boot mode, buy the bundle. Then you have everything you need, because eventually you'll wanna go from stage 1 to stage 2 or stage 3 or something like that. Eventually you'll want to. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please do like this video, subscribe, comment down below, and hit that bell notification just like that. This video is over, and I'm out. Peace.